I'm confused by this story a little bit, and I even looked it up a little bit. And so the story that is going around is that John Williams, the epic composer, is seemingly retiring after Indiana Jones 5. Because it's not like 100% that that's what he said. So what he said to the Associated Press was, at the moment, I'm working on Indiana Jones 5, which Harrison Ford, who's quite a bit younger than I am, I think has announced will be his last film, is what Williams told the Associated Press. So I thought, if Harrison can do it, then perhaps I can also. But he added, I don't want to be seen as a categorically eliminating any activity. I can't play tennis, but I like to be able to believe that maybe one day I will.
There's so much happening here. Some levels to this. What is your interpretation of what he's saying?
My interpretation is, to be a film composer and to be cranking out the scores like he is, that's quite a lot of work. That's a lot of pressure as well. And Williams has always has tried to have a foot in both the film world and the kind of performance arts world. He is notoriously the summer pops conductor for the Boston Symphony. And so my guess is that he is wanting to back away from the rigors of film scoring, and he will probably still write some special pieces and stuff like that here and there, and be a part of the various symphonies around or orchestras around the country that he's had a part with. Chicago's been another one that he's been involved with that I'm aware of.
The thing that strikes me is there something happen? So right now. Like, why right now to make that decision? I was actually surprised that he still is kind of doing stuff.
He's 90. He's 90 years old.
It's actually pretty impressive that he is still somewhat going right now. I don't have any understanding of what all of the levels of what counts as what when you're talking about composer, scorer. I see he was a part of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series where he was called an orchestrator here, but I don't think that's the same thing as composer. But he's part of, I don't know if he's just, it looks like Jurassic World, he's just credited as themes on it. Star Wars Duel of the Fates, that says music original theme. So that must be like they're giving him just credit, even though he didn't make anything new for this. But he's still doing like music consultant for West Side Story. Like we said, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, I don't know what orchestrator was doing, if he was just like a part of helping the composer.
Orchestrator would have been, he would have reorchestrated several different pieces.
Of his songs. Yeah.
So if the theme originally was predominantly played by, say, the violins, he might reorchestrate it so that the cellos have a more prominent part, even though it's the exact same theme. He's just reorchestrating who in the orchestra is playing what.
This is funny. This is funny. He was evidently there was a Kenobi, a Star Wars story short. He's credited for from 2019. Music inspired by. What was that? Do you remember there being a short for this, or is this just when they were trying to do?
I wonder if that's what it is. If they were trying to get it up and going. Yeah.
Because a Star Wars story, that was Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Okay, gotcha.
Solo, a Star Wars story.
I think he's doing the classic. I think what his words are is the classic Los Angeles industry non-committal.
Yeah, let me back off just a little bit.
I want to retire, but if you're gonna pay me, I might be swooned back in. I might come back in if the offer is good enough. Like, you don't want to go hard. I'm retiring, giving up my wand, or what was it called? The thing that is baton or whatever.
Wand.
The wand, the baton.
He did compose the theme for Harry Potter, though, so you're not too far off with that.
It's pretty incredible that he is still doing anything at the age that he is, and I feel like we needed a moment to just recognize, not that he needs more recognition because he is John Williams, and you say his name and the earth
he's
rumbles below your feet.
He's done so many distinct and recognizable themes. Star Wars, Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Superman, E.T. He did the Home Alone films. Come on,
Yeah.
You did Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, Harry Potter. And those are all, I could hum just a little bit of those themes and you immediately know, that's Indiana Jones. Oh, that's Home Alone. Oh, and you get, that's unique. That's special. Zimmer may be the guy who starts coming up behind him, but even in that, like, he doesn't have the layers of just like immediate culturally recognizable themes like Williams has. Zimmer's got pirates. We hear pirates and we know, boom, that's pirates. But outside of that, I don't know, what else would Zimmer have that would be that? And I love Zimmer. I listen to him a ton, but what else, would be boom? We know that's what that is the score from.
It's an inevitable end, and at the same time, I'm still baffled at his longevity.
I hope
what he does.
I really hope we get a few. I just want like an epic honoring John Williams concert.
Have you been to one of those? Like, listen to the music of the movie?
I have tried to do that, or that's been on my radar so many times that Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra would do it a lot, and I just never got around to doing it, which is so sad.
What would be your one that you would like die to go see? Top one.
Jurassic Park, no question. My favorite score. Yeah.
Gonna die on that hill. That's gonna be that's your not desert island, but it's your last symphony you can go see of John Williams.
Jurassic Park is such an incredible score because the movie is both awe-inspiring and a horror film.
Ooh.
And that's hard notes to hit just from a cinematic standpoint.
Yeah.
You've got the sweeping moments like, welcome to Jurassic Park, and then you've got like raptors trying to eat you, and like the whole scene when they're down in the bunker, that is like so classic horror film moments with flashing lights and jumping things and body parts. That's hard on a cinematic point, but from a score point, that the same guy hits, that theme to Jurassic Park is so beautiful and just soaring. And then he's just got these wonderful in the moment beat moments that just invoke such horror. I love it. Yes. So
I have a good
great question.
I have a good comp for you. I think there is somebody, there is another composer that I think can rival him in the sense of like iconic sounds and for big name movies. And I'm actually surprised I'm actually a little, I don't know if disappointed is the right word, but I'm actually a little surprised you didn't say this name.
You're going to say Giacchino.
Giacchino. The amount of stuff he's just done on Pixar alone is up. You could just start there.
I'll give you that. Up. Yeah, Up would definitely be, everybody knows that and feels that right away. But I don't know, what else would you know that is immediately Giacchino?
I would just say basically he's all the sounds that he's created for all of these, especially the Pixar films.
Sure.
Are so iconic. Each one of them, the sounds of them.
No, I'll tell you, I probably listen to Giacchino more than I listen to Williams, just for the pure enjoyment of a film score. And I would say, this is a bit bold.
Ooh, I'm ready for it.
I think Giacchino is the most flexible.
Ooh, that's a good word, flexible.
Because you go from Up, which is very turn of the century type of sound, to I mean, what he did with the Incredibles, with just the big band swing sound, to what he did with Ratatouille, which is this extemporaneous jazz sound, which is very unique and different. And then you jump all the way over to what he did with like Star Trek, which is space agey, but still, I mean, there's just one after another.
And he did my
Lost and Alias are fantastic scores, and that's just TV.
He did my favorite.
Which one?
Tomorrowland.
He did. I listen to the Tomorrowland theme all the time. It is on one of our playlists. I listen to it all the time. It is a fantastic piece of music. He also redid Space Mountain in Disneyland. Have you listened to that score?
No.
They had him redo it probably about the same time Tomorrowland came out. And it is a fantastic piece of music. You need to listen to it.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's just fun. Like if you need just a fun piece of music.
If I had to bet on someone who was the successor, I mean, Zimmer obviously, but like Kino, I feel like this is going to be a good battle. Let's see who wins supremacy, because he's been Jordan. He's had his own world. There's been nobody that's come close to touching him. LeBron and Kobe are kind of going neck and neck now. They're fighting for supremacy now. But
yeah, I would need to double check, see who's got Oscars where that's coming in, because I think Williams is like somewhere around like 10 Oscars.
It's insane.
It's really insane.
But John Williams, we just wanted to
spend 15 minutes talking about it.
You're not dead, but we're kind of treating you like you've died.